Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be filled with dinner ideas for you guys. I've got some leg of lamb steaks here. They were $4.50 for each pack, which contained 2 little steaks. I seasoned it with salt and thyme, cooked it off, got some tomatoes, cucumber and feta, which I'm going to add some balsamic vinegar on top as well, and some pasta salad. Next meal, I'm going to be making some chicken schnitzels. If you want to see the full breakdown meal, you can check out the 15 meals video because I kind of did a breakdown of this meal there. I've just added some garlic aioli on top with some smoked paprika and my basic salad to serve on the side with them. Now, I had some leftovers, so I kind of just cooked that off as well and put it in the fridge for the following day. Next meal, I've got some minced garlic, I've got some honey, salt and sugar in this little bowl. I'm going to add in some soy sauce as well just to turn that into a sauce. First, I'm going to start off by frying my chicken wings. Now, controversial opinion here, I don't use any oil when I fry my wings off because the chickens are quite fatty, so it generates all of that oil anyways. So once my wings are cooked, I pull them out. Then all of this grease in the pan is actually from the chicken fat because I used 0 oil. I chuck my garlic in, cook that off in the chicken fat. Then I add in my sauce, which consists of like the honey, the sugar, the soy sauce, everything that I showed you guys prior. And to thicken this, I did add in a little bit of a cornstarch slurry. As you can see, the sauce is starting to thicken, so I add my wings in and mix that through, and I have some brown rice cooking on the side as well. I tend to serve these wings with either a side of cucumber or grape tomatoes, and I eat it with a little bit of brown rice. So that's the finished product. The next meal is actually some meal prep idea that I'm doing for my partner. There's some frozen peas, eggplant, minced garlic, and chopped onions. I've got some soy sauce, oyster sauce, and fish sauce as well. I start off by cooking the beef mince. I had, I think, 500 grams of beef mince in the freezer that I was using up. When I'm cooking with mince, I don't add any oil because, as you can see, there's so much fat in the meat anyway. Sometimes I have to strain the fat as well. So I cook the meat halfway through, then I add in my onions and eggplant. I chop everything quite fine because my partner isn't a huge fan of eggplant, so it kind of just mixes in with the meat and he can't see it. Then I add in my frozen peas, cook that through as well. Then I add the sauce and mix everything through. You can serve this on top of some white rice noodles, or you can even serve this on top of rice, and I have garnished it with a little bit of spring onions I grabbed from the freezer. It was so good. Next little meal, I've got some frozen green beans and some chopped onions, Sancho bao sauce, and pork mince from Aldi. It's $3.99 for 500 grams. Great budget meal, and it's really simple and easy for busy families. If you're a regular on my channel, you would have seen me make this before. I tend to toss random veggies in, whatever I have on hand basically. So this particular week I had frozen green beans, which I've tossed through. Mix that through and you serve this on top of some white rice. Super simple, super easy. You can even chuck this in a lettuce cup if you're on a low carb diet. Next meal, I've got some chicken thighs cooking down. Chicken thighs is another protein that I cook with quite often, and I don't use oil because it's quite fatty. I've got some frozen green beans, capsicum, and eggplant veggie wise. I've got some coconut milk, fish sauce, and some green curry from Coles. I think that's like a budget friendly one. That's probably the cheapest one. That's why I found it, and it's quite tasty because I've had it before. Once I cook down the chicken thighs, as you can see, there's a lot of chicken fat in the pot. So I'm actually adding in my curry paste to cook in with the fat just to help the spices toast. And then I start adding in the coconut milk. Now, when I do add in the coconut milk, often I rinse the can out with some tap water as well because sometimes some of the coconut cream is stuck on the edges of the can and the curry needs a little bit of liquid anyways. So as I mix that through, it helps break up the paste. Now, I just wanted to mention, if you're vegan, you can turn this into a vegan meal as well. Just skip out on the chicken, add in some tofu or some mushrooms. I love having vegan curry myself. My partner's not a fan of tofu, so that's why we're doing a chicken curry, because this is going to be mainly for him for during the week anyways. So as you can see, I'm chucking in the eggplant because I love it when the eggplant soaks the curry sauce. And then I toss in the frozen green beans and capsicum as well. Let it simmer, let it cook. Same thing with the curry. You can serve this on top of rice or noodles. On this particular week, I believe I bought some white rice noodles or flat noodles. I think that's what they're called. The noodles you can use for pho that you can get from your local Asian supermarket. Once the curry has cooked down for a little and the veggies have softened, I add my chicken back into the pot just so the chicken can mingle in with the sauce. I've actually made a lot of variations of this curry. I've even done it with like prawns and seafood. I'm pretty sure I recorded it and I uploaded it. It's probably in one of my other videos, but I love making this curry. It's so simple, so easy, and so delicious. So as you can see here, I have chosen to serve this on top of some white flat rice noodles on this particular day, and it was so good, guys. So I'm keeping it real with you guys. I've got some KFC here on this particular day. I think it was a Friday night. We were treating ourselves and there was a special deal at KFC. We can get a box of wings, original chicken tenders for $15. And then I've got it with some salad I made at home. So cucumber, tomatoes, and feta. Balance is key. So I bought some ingredients for a picnic and I had some leftovers. So I had that for brunch the following day. So I've got cucumbers, carrots, prosciutto, tomato, dip, and brie cheese. There will be more cooking videos, guys. I just wanted to show you guys this quick haul. I've got some ramen noodles, carbonara bodak, coffee, hot pepper paste, and some of these dessert glutinous rice balls. They were actually really good, and I'm going to cook them up and show you guys in the next following clips. Dinner was really simple this day. Just got some steak, cucumber, tomato, feta, which I added some balsamic vinegar as well. And here are the glutinous rice balls I was talking about, guys. I made a quick ginger syrup to have with half the packet, and the other half I kind of just tossed it in the pan with a bit of oil. It was really crispy on the outside and soft and gooey on the inside. I sprinkled some sugar on top as well. Next clip, I'm just cooking off some pork. Marinade was garlic, salt, sugar, soy sauce, honey, and a bit of fish sauce, and I kind of just cooked the pork, served it on the side with some brown rice, fresh cucumber, and fresh grape tomatoes. I love having some crunchy fresh veggies on the side when I'm eating a decadent meal like this. And guys, this is another meal prep idea. I've got some beef mince that I'm just cooking down. You guys would have seen this in my most recent video, but I had to take that video down because there were some copyright issues with the music. But going forward, we shouldn't have those issues because you guys gave me feedback saying that you prefer my videos without music anyways, so we shouldn't have any more issues. Once I cook that mince down, I add in the chopped zucchini, cook that through, and I ended up straining out some of the fat from the beef mince. Because I buy the cheaper beef mince, it's like a 3-star regular beef mince, so there's often a little bit more fat. But that's fine, I just strain the fat out myself, and that's also why I don't cook beef mince with oil, because it's naturally quite fatty anyways. So once that's cooked down, I actually add in the sauces which I made, which consists of hot pepper paste, honey, salt, soy sauce, sugar. If I make this one again, I'll film the entire video for you guys. It's just really unfortunate that I lost some of the footage because I was clearing out my phone and then I had some issues with the copyright music. But enough of my rant. Going forward, I will refilm for you guys when I make this dish again. So this is the finished product. You can serve this on top of some rice or some lettuce cups. Because I'm on a low carb diet on certain days of the week, I'm having it on some lettuce cups. Beef stir fry is one of my favorite and easy meals. So I've got some carrot, capsicum, onions, some straw mushrooms, my favorite brand of Asian stir fry sauce, Lee Kum Kee. Please sponsor me. I love your brand. I love your products. And I bought a rump steak from Coles because they ran out of steak strips or stir fry strips. So I'm just going to trim the fat and cut that up into little slices myself. I like to saute my carrots and onions in a little bit of water because I prefer them soft in my stir fry, personal preference, and I like to cut back on unnecessary fats and oils where possible. Once that has softened, I toss in my capsicum and cook that through. If you don't have these veggies on hand, you can easily replace it with other stuff like frozen green beans, or whatever you have on hand. Once that's done, I actually add in the mushrooms, which release quite a bit of liquid, but that's fine. Then I add in the steak, cook that through, or steak strips or cubes, whatever you'd like to use. Then I add in the sauce and mix that through. And this is the finished product. It looks messy, it looks disorganized, but it's absolutely delicious. Thanks for watching, guys.